Cristiano Ronaldo and his Portuguese outfit are taking on DR Congo in what could be his last World Cup. That's right. Can the Portuguese juggernauts get their campaign off to the best possible start, or will the DR Congo cause a major upset? We're going to get into that. Much more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we take a look at the latest game, of course, over in the World Cup. It is Portugal, it is DR Congo, and we'll get into that in just 1 second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe. You want to subscribe for Blackburn Rovers World Cup predictions. That's right, we're going to all here under one roof. That's right, Portugal, one of the favourites, one of the outs, maybe on the fringes of going to win this World Cup. But could the problem be actually their main man? Goodness gracious me. Well, we'll get into all of that in just 1 second. If you know where you've been, hit the old subscribe. Big shout out to my members, big shout out to patrons, big shout out to you. And also, can we get a cheeky 48 likes for this video? We're trying to get a like for each and every one of the matches, or one of the names, or the countries in this World Cup. So please smash that like. Try and get up to 48 in the old counter there. So let's get into it then, shall we? And have a look at the game between Portugal and DR Congo, coming at you over in Group K at the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, and one thing that's bigger is Cristiano Ronaldo. That's right, he's going to be in amongst it here on the 17th of June. Now, the Portuguese coming into this on the back of just one defeat in the last 5, up against DR Congo also on the back of just one defeat in the last 5 matches. But coming into this here and now, they call Portuguese qualified as UEFA Group F winners, securing their spot here on the 16th of November 2025. They've been in 9 times in the past, the last in 2022. They're on a streak of 7 successive tournaments. Their best was in 1966, though, 3rd place finish. They're managed by Roberto Martinez, the captain being Ronaldo, VIP still being Ronaldo, but it could be actually their main crux, their main anchor, their main negative Nelly, if you like. But we'll talk about that. Anyway, they're 5th ranked in the world rankings currently with FIFA. This is how they qualified. They qualified over the likes of Armenia, Hungary, and the Irish with 10 points for them. Portugal came out on top with 13 points. 20 goals scored, 7 goals conceded. So some people are saying Ronaldo might be the reason that they will lose this World Cup, because he has the ego, has the the desire to win. And try to, maybe he should hand over some of those responsibilities over to those younger, more fitter, more skilled players, if you like. So I'm not saying he doesn't warrant a place in the starting 11. I just think he should be a bit more cognizant of his abilities, and maybe don't go all out. Especially, let's just kind of ease your way into this World Cup. Maybe you get off to the best possible start against the DR Congo and you get a goal, or maybe you get a couple of goals, and then all of a sudden, you can shut them haters down and then start to believe once again. But anyway, the Portuguese come in Group K alongside DR Congo, alongside Uzbekistan, and alongside Colombia, of course. And I've indicated that match, Colombia against Portugal, on the 27th of June, the 3rd one for Portugal, as being the most important, because I do think there's enough in the tank, whether Ronaldo delivers or not, to get results against the DR Congo and the Uzbekistanis, to maybe get 3-4 points, 4 or 6 points in those two. It will all come down to the wire against the last game, and that will be all about seeding rankings. Do they want that number 1 spot? Do they want? Don't they care about it too much? Because you've got to beat what's in front of you. And I think Portugal, realistically, on paper, if you look at the squads, they've got a good squad. In fact, perfect segue. And have a look at the squad then, shall we? Here we go. We've got 3 solid goalkeepers here. Costa, Jose Sá, Rui Silva. All one of those could be number 1 goalkeeper. At the back, you've got Cancelo, Dalot, Mendes, Nunez as well at the back. Bernardo Silva, Fernandes, Vitinha, Neves, Ronaldo, Felix. They have got a really good squad. And honestly, I think they should be there or thereabouts. It's just how they get there, because I think, and in fact, we'll explore that in a minute. Of course, we'll look at the squad here and now. So I anticipate we've got Costa between 6, Mendes, Diaz, Inacio, Cancelo at the back, Vitinha, Neves, Leao, Fernandes, and Neto, with Ronaldo up top. It's still got some options. Look at the second team here with Bernardo Silva, Neves, Dalot. You got Semedo as well. There's lots of options. And maybe they can drag Ronaldo along for the ride. But anyway, they're going to stand in their way is DR Congo, who qualified a long way via the Intercontinental playoff. They won it, and we'll talk about that in a minute. 31st of March 2026 is when they secured their spot. They were the last, if not the last, one of the last to qualify. They've been here twice in the past. Back in 74 was their last, which they never made it out of the group stages. They're managed by Sebastian de Sabri, captained by Chancellor Mbemba, the VIP being Johan Wissa, and they're ranked 46th according to the FIFA World Rankings at the moment. Coming into this is how they qualified. It was a difficult pathway. They did finish as runners-up behind Senegal by just 2 points. They won the same amount of games against Senegal, but they lost a couple as well. They didn't score. They scored a bunch of goals, but obviously Senegal were just a class above. DR Congo, they did finish above Sudan, Togo, Mauritius, and South Sudan in the qualifiers. Then they had to go through the third-place ranking system, and they were in it. They were in the second place here, behind Gabon, ahead of Cameroon, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, Madagascar, Uganda, and Namibia. So they were the second amount of points, second most highest points behind Gabon. So into the semi-finals they went, and they beat Cameroon 1-0, of course, and they were met up with the Super Eagles in the final, who came through against Gabon. The final was then decided by penalties. DR Congo won it 4-3 to go through. They didn't get through to the World Cup here, guys. They had to go on for the next stage. The next stage was the Intercontinental Playoff, where they took on the winner of New Caledonia and Jamaica. And Jamaica made hard work of it against the New Caledonians, the Butchers, the Bakers, the Candlestick Makers, to set up this final, which was won in extra time, 31st of March. DR Congo beating the Reggae Boys 1-0. Finally, to secure their pathway into Group K, and here they are alongside Portugal, Colombia, and Uzbekistan, of course. They kick it all off against the Portuguese on the 17th of June, we're talking about it right now. Colombia, the 23rd of June, and Uzbekistan on the 27th. That is the most important game for DR Congo, is to get a result against Uzbekistan nation on the third attempt. 3 attempts to get the 3 points. They could even get a couple of points themselves in against Portugal, against Colombia. But ultimately, the last one is the big one, to see if they've got enough points, not only to qualify, but to maybe even get into second place themselves, because that's not off the cards here, guys. This is the squad here for DR Congo, like Mampasi at the back, and Polo as well. Goalkeeping ranks Kalulualu, Musaku from Lens had a great old season. We have Tunzabi as well from the six-fingered banjo players Burnley. We have Kukuke in the midfield, Pickle as well from Espanyol, Kayambe from Watford. Up top, like Theo Bongonda, Yohan Vissa, Simon Banza as well. But what about starting 11 there for this DR Congo side? We're going with the 4-3-3 here with the Mpanzi Nazu at the back, Musaku, Mbenza, Tunzabe, Wan-Bissaka make up a back 4 there with Mutsumami, Mukaku and Sadiki in midfield, Mbumku, Bakamu and Theo Bangonda up top. Wisa to not start this next game. That's a big, bold shout here for the DR Congos. Before we take a deep dive into this match, I'm going to hand you over to Eddie to talk about the Fanatics storefront for Blackburn Overseas. And Dirk, thanks again. Yes, we are always thinking here at Blackburn Overseas, and this summer is no different. We've got a brand new storefront, courtesy of Fanatics, our new partner. Big shout out to those guys. Link to that storefront is in the description down below. It also, hopefully, fingers crossed, should be on the screen right about now. Of course, we've got merchandise for Blackburn Rovers, official merchandise that is, World Cup as well. We've got all the good stuff. Make sure to check it out. If you're a sports fan, Fanatics is the place to be. Check that sucker out. Of course, every purchase you do helps the channel in some way, somehow, of course. But until then, it's back to Dirk in the studio. Quick look at the squad valuations then. 864 million for the Portuguese, 153 million for the DR Congo. The Portuguese, believe it or not, have a younger squad than that of DR Congo coming into this match. But Portugal are red-hot favourites for this group. 78% of the public opinion going in favour of Portugal. DR Congo, one of the underdogs here, 6%. That's better than that of Uzbekistan and just shy of that of Colombia, who are 13%. If you're a dreamer, Portuguese fans, well, this is your pathway. Oh, yes. It looks like you'll be taking on Panama in the round of 32, depending on, of course, how that third-place finish sets up, but Panama are looking likely for Portugal round of 32. Then it'll be the Swiss in the round of 16, so definitely winnable. Then of course everyone's thinking about it. So it's like the what's in the corner, you know, or the ugly stepsister or whatever. Everyone's expecting the quarterfinal against Lionel Messi and Argentina. That is on the radar, very much so. So put it in your calendars. 11th of July. It could be an absolute stinking game. That's right. Semi-finals then would be England against Brazil, and then Spain will be in the final if they were to get that far. As for DR Congo, though, different kettle of fish here. I've got them finishing in 3rd place. That would be a round 32 match against England, Mexico in the round of 16, then Brazil, Argentina, and España in the final. As of course, if everything goes the way of the mathematicians. Quick look at this game. In this game alone, 86% of the vote have gone with Portugal to win this game. DR Congo just 11%. The draw is at 3%. We don't have any odds, or do we? We might have some odds on this game. They are 3-1, I think. Oh, I don't even know. The odds are in a weird format. I don't even know. But outsiders, definitely DR Congo. Massively out fancy. Portugal, definitely red hot favourites. And of course, I'm going with that. Going over the 2-1 win, though. Nervous start for Portugal, but and of course, maybe give a little bit of credit to DR Congo to make it a game of this one. 2-1 win, though, for Portugal. And again, getting the benchmark, getting the momentum, getting the wheels of momentum moving for Portugal. They need results. They need to start to grow into this competition. And of course, the DR Congo will look for that one and only opportunity to get the 3 points. But unfortunately, it will not be this game. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. That, of course, is my prediction. Let me know yours, of course, in the comments. The best and the worst will be featured in the review show when, of course, we come back to talk about this result. Of course, if you want to look at some other predictions made by myself at the channel, we've got the cat prediction. We've also got the ones made by a bunch of ping pong balls. Make sure you check those out as well. Link should be on the screen right about now. But until then, subscribe, smash the like. Catch you later. We're done.